What did you think about Emily's stylish new bangs this season? And did you know that shooting for season 3 was the first time Bruno Guerri visited the top of the Eiffel Tower?
Am I supposed to do it?
Lily Collins actually cut her hair into a fringe in real life, which was what ultimately inspired the beginning of season 3, when Emily takes a pair of scissors to her hair in a manic moment.
They're just bangs! Okay, sometimes people cut bangs when everything's fine.
Costume designer Marilyn Fitoussi became inspired when Lily first sent her a picture of her new do, going on to explain that it reminded her of the French icons of the 60s. How could they top filming in Versailles at the end of season 2? Well, among a few other gorgeous locations, season 3 actually brings us to the top of the Eiffel Tower.
It was wild and magical to be up there just with our crew and cast.
Although Bruno Guerri is from Paris, he'd never actually taken the time to pay a visit to the tower's top before, making this a pretty special experience for him.
It's every time like this because when you're on the city, you don't know the city.
According to Lily Collins, she especially loved getting the chance to film the nighttime scenes at the Fête de la Musique for episode 2. During this scene, Emily even gets invited on stage to sing, sharing a special moment with Alfie. Lucien Laviscount recalls the night as being magical.
There's a real kind of electricity when you shoot a night scene. You'll kind of feel like big kids having a sleepover.
This time, the show wasn't only shot out of Paris, but in the French region of Provence as well, which is perhaps best known for their lavender fields. Series creator Darren Star stated that it was an equally special visit for their French cast and crew.
It's so nice to see them appreciate and visit their own country in a way that maybe they hadn't experienced it before.
If you're ever in Paris, you just have to visit the Louvre. Season 3 of Émilie in Paris actually got to film inside, particularly in the Musée des Arts Décoratifs, an art and cultural museum that the show transformed into the set for Pierre Cadot's fashion retrospective. Darren Star became inspired by the location after seeing the Dior fashion retrospective there.
In my wildest dreams, I didn't think we'd ever actually be here.
For season 3, she takes a lot more influence from her boss Sylvie and vice versa. A costume designer, Marilyn Fitoussi, explains they love-hate each other, so Sylvie is dressed with a bit more color, and Emily is using high-waisted and wide trousers that she didn't have before. Director Andrew Fleming has wanted to film in the Musée d'Orsay ever since season 1.
We're in the Musée d'Orsay. It's always been a dream of mine to shoot something in here.
Prior to filming, Fleming said,
And walk around the museum by myself when it was closed and pick where we could shoot and what paintings we could feature.
How much do you love Mindy's outfits? Costume designer Marilyn Fitoussi referred to Mindy as one of the funniest characters that I have to dress, because it's never enough. It's glitter at 10 a.m. or 3 p.m. It's all day long. Fitoussi's favorite season 3 look for Mindy is the Soraya Chaloub gown she wears in episode 8, which Fitoussi describes as being dramatic and perfect for performing.
Is it really gonna be that easy?
Camille's understated wedding dress for the season finale wasn't actually marketed as a wedding dress. Costume designer Marilyn Fitoussi admitted that choosing the right dress for Camille was a bit of a challenge, considering you often think of wedding dresses as being over the top. She found that this dress, designed by Jacquemus, offered the perfect amount of poetry and delicacy for Camille's natural style. She may not have been the bride, but all eyes were still on Emily. She wore a gorgeous floral piece from Italian designer Giambattista Valli to Camille's wedding. Costume designer Marilyn Fitoussi explained that Emily doesn't want a bright color for once, because she was not the bride. She doesn't want all the attention on her, before going on to explain that the dress's white undertones were definitely chosen for a reason. Emily can be seen wearing a lot more red lipstick this season, which makeup department head Aurélie Payen explained is meant to represent her growing confidence as a businesswoman, before going on to add that we use red lips in France to go out. For example, when you have a party at night, you want to put on a red lip and eyeliner.
I think it's wonderful. It's so inspiring.
Looking back on the finale with E! News, Lily Collins said, "My reaction was, wait, what?"
I had heard rumors of like 5 different endings and then realized that it was actually all 5 in one episode.
So we were very surprised, very shocked. Lucas Bravo described it as,
"It's an amazing cliffhanger."
While Lucien Laviscount summarized the finale as being traumatizing, messy, chaotic, the whole shebang.
There's so much more I wish I could tell you.
Making the 3rd season of Émilie in Paris was definitely an adventure in and of itself. Between filming on the top of the Eiffel Tower to the lavender fields of Provence, we're dying to know what your favorite location was this season. Make sure to let us know down below.